Welcome back to the Las Vegas Raiders franchise, guys. On Madden 20, we're winding down Season 3, and we're on the road to take on the 7-6 New York Giants. Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley have this team playing very well, but our Raiders are undefeated and looking to finish the season strong. We're ready. It's a rainy day. Let's get it. First quarter action, Jones in the gun. He drops back, spins left, and checks it down to his big tight end, and he picks up a yard. It's second down, 3 tight ends on the field for the Giants. Jones has all day in the pocket, and he hits his big tight end again, but he's just short of the marker. That sets up a 3rd and inches. Jones back in the gun, and he finds Shepard open in the zone, and he gets out to the 45. That's a first down. Then Jones goes back to the air, and he connects with Donald again over the middle. He breaks a tackle and pushes his way into Raiders territory. Then on first down, it's the first time we see Saquon, but he gets blown up in the backfield by Braden Holly. Next play, Saquon gets it again, tries to cut inside, sheds 1 tackle, but gets brought down after picking up 2. It's 3rd and 10, and Jones is going back to the air. He throws it deep downfield to Tate. He makes the grab, sheds 2 tackles. Touchdown, Giants. What a catch by Golden Tate. Giants strike first, 7-0. Raiders look to answer. Aaron Ridley gets the handoff, tries to bounce it outside, only gets a yard. Next play, Derek Carr goes back to the air and hits Chris Blythe on the drag. He breaks a tackle and picks up 5. Already it's 3rd and 5 for the Raiders. Carr comes out throwing, tries to check it down to Blythe, but he gets picked off, and he's off to the races. Chris Blythe makes the touchdown-saving tackle. Baker with a great return down to the 2. And the Giants look to capitalize. Saquon gets the handoff, but gets blown up by Mo Hurst for a loss of 3. It's 2nd and goal. Jones going back to the air. He drops back, resets, but Mo Hurst gets through and gets the sack. Now it's 3rd and goal, and they just give it to Saquon on the delay, but Braden Holly wraps him up and throws him down. And that would set up this field goal. Giants lead early, 10-0. But here come the Raiders. Ridley takes the handoff outright, bounces it all the way to the sideline, drops his shoulders, and gets 7, but hold on. There's a flag on the play. Holding is the call. Bring it back. Now it's 1st and 19. They give it back to Ridley. He takes it outright and only picks up 6. Now it's 2nd and long for the Raiders. Carr going back to the air, hitting Blythe on the drag. He gets outside, tries to come back in, and gets 12. That sets up this 3rd and 1. Ridley bounces off a blocker and gets ahead to pick up the 1st. New set of downs for the Raiders. Ridley tries to get outside, but he gets met in the backfield and loses a yard. It's 2nd and 10. Carr goes back to the air and hits Renfro on the outside. He's wide open. He's got some running room. He gets inside of Giants territory. Raiders doing a great job of mixing up the run and the pass. Ridley gets the handoff here and picks up 9 yards. Then they give it back to Ridley, and the big back pushes the pile and picks up 5 and another first. Start of 2nd quarter, Carr in the gun. He hits Rashard over the middle, and he gets down to the 12-yard line. But wait, there's another flag on the play. Holding is the call. This time it's against Michael Bennett. And that will set up a 1st and 20. Carr goes back to the air and hits Waller on the outside. He tries to spin and gets 3. It's 2nd and 17. Ridley takes the stretch out right, but great play by the Giants defense. He loses 4. It's 3rd and long. Carr in the empty set. He pump fakes, and he looks to go deep to Renfro, but overthrows him by 20 yards. Raiders would punt. Giants take over. Jones goes play action and tries to hit Chad Terrell on the outside, but he drops the ball incomplete. Next play, Barkley gets the handoff, tries to bounce it outright, makes a move, takes a big hit, and only gets 2. It's 3rd and 8. Daniel Jones from the empty set. He lobs it up downfield, but he gets batted down by Eric Harris. Giants forced to punt. Raiders look to get their offense going. Ridley gets the handoff, cuts it back inside, but only gets 3. He's off to a slow start. Then 40 gets it again, goes straight up the middle, moves the pile and gets 2. Already it's 3rd down and Carr is in the gun. He steps up and throws a dangerous ball up to Tyrell Williams. He makes the grab and gets 12. Ball's at the 44 and really takes the handoff, stutter steps, and gets 2. He's got 28 yards on the day. Then Aaron gets it again, breaks one tackle, makes an unnecessary move, and gets into Giants territory. But it's third down, Carr going to the air, and his Renfro open across the middle. He gets down to the 35. All he does, catch first downs. And they're going back to the ground. Ridley gets it again. Actually has some room on this one and gets 6. It's 2nd and 4. Carr goes back to the air, drops back, and hits Blythe open in the zone. And he gets down to the 19. That's 10 yards. Raiders inside the red zone, and Carr's going RPO, but Tyrell Williams gets blown up for a loss of a couple. It's 2nd down, Carr in the gun. He steps up in the pocket, hits Waller coming open behind the linebacker, and he gets 14. It's 1st and goal. Then Ridley takes the handoff, cuts it back inside, and he powers his way down to the goal line. 2nd and goal, Carr goes to the air, hits Williams, but Williams gets blown up. It's incomplete. Next play, Carr goes back to the air, tries to hit Williams, but it goes off his helmet, incomplete. And that would set up this Daniel Carlson chip shot field goal. Raiders on the board, 10-3. Giants come out in their 2-minute drill. Jones drops back, steps to his left, and throws a dime to Chad Terrell on the outside, but he drops the ball. Next play, Jones drops back, and he hits Golden Tate on the outside, and he picks up 5. It's 3rd and 5, Jones in the gun, and he hits Edwards at the 45. That's a 1st down, and the drive would stay alive. Then Jones goes back to the air, stands tall in the pocket, and checks it down on the outside for 7. Giants in Raiders territory, and look at this throw from Jones to Terrell across the middle. He sheds 3 tackles. It gets down to the 23. We're used to seeing that in a GSU uniform. 28 ticks left in the half, and Jones comes out throwing, hitting Donald on the outside. He makes a move back inside and gets 8 yards. It's 2nd and 2. Jones drops back and drops a dime in the back of the end zone to C. Tizzle. Touchdown Giants. They lead 17-3. And that would send us to the half. Raiders look awful right now. They can't get things going on offense, and the defense is being torched by Daniel Jones. We got to wake up in the second half if we want to stay undefeated. Start of third, Raiders come out running. Ridley takes the handoff, finds some running room up the middle, breaks a tackle, and picks up 13, his best run of the day. After that big run, Ridley gets it again. He breaks it to the outside, catches a block, and gets driven down into the ground after picking up 9. Next play, Ridley gets it again, goes straight up the middle, and he picks up 3 in the first. Raiders shy of midfield when Carr goes back to the air, and he tries to hit Blythe but throws it behind him, incomplete. It's 2nd down, and Carr is back in the gun. This time he hits Blythe on the outside. He makes a move back inside, gets hit by 3 Giants and would stay down. He has broken ribs and would miss the rest of the game. It's a new set of downs. Ridley takes the handoff, finds a little running room, gets hit and picks up 4. 2nd down, Carr goes back to the air, tries to hit McLaurin, but overthrows him, incomplete. It's 3rd down, Carr going back to the air. He tries to force a pass to Waller, but gets picked off by Fuller, and he brings it back to the 40-yard line. He had McLaurin wide open on the outside. Bad read by Carr. And the Giants look to capitalize. Jones drops back, resets, tries to hit Donald, but he goes stone hands and drops it. Then on 2nd down, Barkley takes the delay, bounces it out to the left, tries to drop his shoulders, but gets wrapped up by Jonathan Abram. It's 3rd and 8. Jones drops back, has nothing downfield, tries to hit Barkley, but Barkley slips and the ball falls incomplete. Now the Raiders are pinned back deep, and Ridley takes the handoff. He bounces it out right, catches a block on the outside, and picks up 12. Next play, Carr goes back to the air. It hits McLaurin on the drag, and the speedster has some running room. He gets out past the 40-yard line. 1st down, Raiders. Then Ridley takes the handoff, gets a great block up the middle, and picks up 4, but the rookie would go down, and he's grabbing at that right shoulder. And that brings in Jalen Richard. He bounces the stretch out right, makes a cut back inside, and we're inside of Giants territory. Next play, Carr's in the gun, drops back, steps up in the pocket, and drops a dime to Waller, and he's got some running room. The big tight end gets to the 15, but wait, there's a flag. Illegal throw is the call. They say Derek Carr got past the line of scrimmage. So after the penalty, it's 2nd and 15. Carr goes back to the air, And he's looking to go deep to McLaurin, but it hits off his hands, incomplete. Now it's 3rd and long. Carr in the empty set. He pump fakes, goes deep to Waller, makes the grab, but drops it after being hit. Raiders forced a punt. Now the Giants are pinned back deep. Jones goes play action, checks it down to his tight end, and he gets 2. 2nd and 8, Jones from the gun, hands it off to Barkley, but he gets hit by Abram and only gets 3. 3rd and 5, Jones going back to the air. He drops back, can't find anybody, and gets sacked in the end zone by Max Crosby. That's a safety. Give us 2 points. And the Raiders get the ball back. Rashard takes a stretch out right, turns on the burners, gets outside and gets 8. Next play, they give it back to the speedster. He breaks it out left and runs straight for the sidelines and gets 6 more. Next play, Carr in the gun. He stands tall and tries to hit McLaurin again, but the pressure gets to him and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, Carr going back to the air, and this time he connects with McLaurin and he gets brought down after getting 6. That sets up this 3rd and 2. Carr pump fakes and hits Rashard on the angle route, but he drops it. Incomplete. But the Raiders are going for it on 4th. Carr in the gun drops back and connects with McLaurin, and he fights to get the first down. It's 1st and 10, and Carter's in the backfield. He takes the handoff, cuts inside, and gets 5. Then Carr from the empty set, and he throws a gorgeous touch pass to Moreau, and the big tight end gets down to the 14. Here come the Raiders. Rashard takes the handoff, tries to go up the middle, and only picks up 2. 2nd and 9, Rashard gets the handoff, bounces it out right, turns the corner, and gets 5 more. It's 3rd and 3, Carr in the gun, but here comes the rush. He gets sacked by Bowser, and Carlson would have to come on and kick the field goal. The Giants' lead is down to 9. The Raiders' defense has done a great job in the second half, keeping Barkley boxed up. He gets no gain on this one. 2nd and 10, Jones drops back, and he throws it to Terrell, and he gets out to the 50-yard line. What a catch by the rookie. Next play, Barkley gets the handoff, cuts it back inside, stutter steps, and gets out past midfield. Then 2-6 gets it again on the misdirection, and he powers his way down to the 42-yard line. It's 3rd and inches. Jones with the play action, tries to force a pass. He gets picked off by Jonathan Abram. What a play by the safety. Just the turnover the Raiders were looking for. And the offense looks to capitalize. Carr hits Waller on the slant, and he gets out to the 45-yard line. 1st down, Raiders. Next play, Carr in the empty set, pump fakes. Waller slides down, so Carr decides to take off, and he slides down after picking up 14. It's a new set of downs. Carr going back to the air. He steps up again and throws it to McLaurin. He breaks the tackle, and we're inside the red zone. Great drive so far for the Raiders. Carr goes back to the air and hits Waller on the crosser. He makes a move and gets down to the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Carr goes back to the air, tries to hit Williams, but he gets hit and drops it. It's 3rd and 1. Carr drops back, moves right, then comes back center. He gets hit and fumbles. Thankfully, Thuney is there to recover. That was set up Carlson to come on and kick the field goal. Almost missed it, but it goes through. Lead is down to 6. Giants take over. Barkley takes the handoff, cuts it left, spins in the hole, gets hit, stays up, but loses a couple yards on that one. He's got 14 yards on the day. Then Jones goes to the air and hits Barkley on the angle route. He breaks the tackle and gets 8. 3rd and short for the Giants. Jones goes play action, gets hit and fumbles. Walker picks it up. What a play by the linebacker. He stripped the ball and recovered it. Raiders set up with great field. And Vegas is looking for the touchdown. Carr drops back, hits McLaurin on the drag. He turns on the speed and picks up the 1st down. 2:25 left in the game, and Rashard takes the handoff, tries to go up the middle, but gets stuffed for a yard. 2nd and 9. This time Rashard takes it to the outside, and he's got some running room. He squares up and gets down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal. Got a minute 19 left. Carr drops back, tries to hit McLaurin, but overthrows him, incomplete. 2nd down, Carr back in the gun, stands tall. This time he hits McLaurin, and he gets it to the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. We've got a tie game. And Daniel Carlson comes on to kick the extra point, but he pushes it right. No good. It looked like he slipped on that one. Minute 10 left in the fourth. Jones drops back, tries to go to the outside, but gets picked off by Daryl Worley. What a play by the corner. Raiders take over. And all they have to do is kick a field goal. Richard takes the stretch out right, cuts it back inside, makes another cut, and gets down to the 16. Then Jalen gets it again, tries to bounce it out left, but gets hit in the backfield for a TFL. 2nd and 13, Richard gets it again, pushes into the pile and gets down to the 16. Giants all out of timeouts. Richard takes the handoff, tries to keep it centered, and only gets a yard. That would set up this Daniel Carlson field goal, but he pushes it right, no good. He's missed his last 2 attempts. Giants take over with 9 seconds left. Saquon takes the handoff, cuts it left, and he's off to the races. Thankfully, Jonathan Abram makes the ankle tackle, and we're going to overtime. And the Raiders get the coin toss. We're going to go on offense. What a game so far. Carr starts off in the gun. It hits McLaurin on the drag route. He turns upfield and gets 16. First down, Raiders. Next play, Richard gets the stretch out right, and he's got some running room. He tries to cut back inside, but gets 9. It's 2nd down. Richard gets it again, goes straight up the middle. The offensive line has opened up big holes, and he gets another first. New set of downs, and Carr comes out throwing. Throws a dangerous pass to McLaurin, and he only gets 2 yards on that one. 2nd and 8, Richard gets the stretch, catches a couple blocks downfield, and he's off to the races. He finally steps out after picking up 20 yards. Carr thinking 6 on this one, tries to hit Carter up the seam, but great play by Jabril Peppers to knock it away. It's 2nd down, and Carr goes back to the air. Giants send the blitz, but he hits McLaurin on the drag, and he gets down to the 9-yard line. It's 3rd and 1. Carr drops back, and he connects with McLaurin again. 1st and goal, Raiders. Ball's at the 4-yard line. Carr drops back, rifles it to Williams in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Game over. Raiders battle back from 14 points down and get the win in overtime, 23-17. What a game. Tyrell Williams with the catch of the year, maybe even the play of the year for the Raiders. Derek Carr finished with 257 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. On the ground, Aaron Ridley, before he got hurt, had 91 yards. Shout out to Jalen Richard. He came in and cleaned up and had 98 yards on the day. Out wide, it was the Terry McLaurin show. After Blythe went down, Terry came in and had 10 catches for 105 yards and a touchdown. And shout out to Tyrell Williams catching that game-winning touchdown. On defense, Mo Hurst had 5 tackles and a sack. Shout out to Jonathan Abram. He had 5 tackles and an interception. And Anthony Walker, he had a sack and a fumble recovery that set up a score. Guys, I can't believe it. We won 14 games in a row, and we're talking about perfection. These are the type of games that I was concerned about. Not having Josh Jacobs in the game and then really going down to injury. It kind of threw our offense off a little bit, but Derek Carr came in, got control of the offense, and the defense clamped down, and champions win games like this. But, guys, we did get some bad news. Rookie running back Aaron Ridley will be down for 4 weeks with a shoulder tear. That makes our 2 top running backs put on the injured list for the next 5 weeks. Jalen Richard will be leaned on heavily, and I'm probably going to be looking for another running back to come in and get some playing time. We return home next week, week 16, to take on the 10-4 Cowboys. Dak, Zeke, Cooper, and the boys are coming to town. It's going to be a tough one, but I think we're ready for it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new. Don't forget to ring that bell. Join the Noti Squad. And hit those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Facebook, Twitter, and IG. And we'll talk in the next one. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.